I just wanted to talk about this because I think it's important, and I realize that not everyone thinks the same way that Selena and I do when it comes to buying a home. So recently I was working with a buyer and they were asking what would the resale value be in 5 years' time if they were to buy a brand new home versus a home that was already 10 years old. And I realized that they are calculating their exit strategy before they buy. And that's exactly what Selena and I do. And we think that's important, so we'd like to share it with you.
So you may think the only matter for investors or people flipping houses, but the reality is life happens. Whenever you are buying your forever home or just a stepping stone, things can be changed. So it's always good to know your own options before you buy. And we call that your exit strategy. Your exit strategy can be influenced by several factors such as time, how long you plan to stay in that home.
So using that earlier example, is it better to buy a new home if in 5 years' time they will still be selling brand new homes in that same area and they will be direct competition? Or would you be better off buying in a more established neighborhood where you start to see the values rise? Another factor is improvements. Are there any new developments in the area that are going to make your location more desirable or less desirable? And can you do any improvements to the home which will increase in value and make it sell quicker? And stay tuned because we're going to do some videos like this telling you what renovations give you the best return. So keep watching for that.
And when it's time to move on, there are several paths you can take. If the market is strong and there's no mortgage penalties, sell is often the best option, but there are another option too depending on your situation. Gifting your home to your estate.
So some homeowners, they plan to pass their property onto their children. Now, this is a little different than an estate sale because that is where the home is sold after the owner has passed away and probate has been cleared. Downsizing.
Right, downsizing. If your current home is too much to maintain, downsizing gives you options. You can sell and use a profit for your next home or keep it as investment. Okay, how about moving up?
So moving up, upsizing, upgrading to a bigger home. You need to consider if you should sell your current property or keep it as a rental. Now, if you do turn it into a rental, you'll also need to consider the tax implications of future capital gains. Talk to a good accountant for that. Relocating.
Moving to a new city, selling maybe seem like a best choice. And if you are using the relocation company, they will handle all of this for you. But if you are doing it yourself, could renting it out be a better option in the short term in case you need to move back?
And if you're buying and selling at the same time, and this is a very common scenario, so financing will play a big role. Can you port your mortgage to the next home to avoid penalties?
Do you need to sell before you buy?
Can you get bridge financing to cover the gap?
There's a lot of things to think about that, hey?
Certainly. What about renovating?
Oh, not another big project. Sometimes a home needs a reno before you can move in. But if your situation changes and you need to sell in a hurry, will those renovations paid off? It's good to have a budget, but make sure it is a realistic budget. Are they the sort of renovations more people will appreciate? Removing a wall to make a two small bedroom into one large bedroom may work for you, but most buyers still prefer more bedrooms.
Absolutely. And for a fix and flip, let's just say you bought a property intending to renovate and sell. A simple fix and flip. You think that you already have your exit strategy, but what if the market slows down? What is your plan B? Have you considered renting it out, turning it into an Airbnb? Or do the renovation and then refinance? What if you're selling multiple homes?
Well, if you're selling multiple homes, Strategic timing of the sale could help reduce tax implications. For example, sell one this year and sell another one next year. So before you buy, know your exit strategy.
And even with a solid plan, always have a plan B.
We hope you like this video, and if there is a topic you want us to cover, leave a comment below.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.